record. Go for it.
Awesome. Welcome, team Balanced Life. It's, goodness, what is it, the 18th of February? I cannot believe it. Please don't mind my appearance tonight. I literally just jumped out of the shower and we just got back up to our Vermont house. But this evening, Krystal and I just wanted to take some time to share some things that we've been talking about and focusing on, and things that we've been shifting towards that we're super excited about. And just some things that I wanted to share as reminders, and as I've been reflecting on my Isagenix journey and some cool things that are happening now. I just wanted to set some of these reminders and intentions for people, especially who are, newer in this Isagenix journey. But I know Krystal had a great little pep talk with Dave this morning. And I want to remind people the power of setting intention, right? And I'm going to also just be completely transparent. As much as I would like to do my morning meditation and visualization stuff, every morning I'm getting better and better, but I don't do it 100% perfect. But I do believe, because I've gone through phases of times I'm more diligent and I'm aware of that mindset, right? And how I'm talking to myself. Again, I'm just getting better and better. It's not that I'm perfect at it, but I'm aware of these things, that I do feel that there's been a huge shift in my life because of it. And, when I started Isagenix 5.5 years ago, I needed a lot of help with my personal development and growth. And it was something that I realized, and I knew that if I wanted to grow as an Isagenix leader, that I had a lot of personal work to do, right? Because I knew that my team was only going to grow as far as I was. And so it was my first, after 6-8 months of being on Isagenix is when I learned more of Dave and Carrie, and I really dove into more of their mindset stuff, because I didn't have belief in myself, right? And I was so grateful that I had mentors like Dave and Carrie and, some other people I met crossline in Isagenix who just poured belief in me and, gave me my belief, right? And so I borrowed that. So if you are sitting here tonight and you're still like, what the heck am I doing? Like, I can't do this. This is crazy. I just want you to know that I believe in you. Krystal believes in you. And I know that you wouldn't be on this call if, you weren't a person with a great heart of service and just really caring about people and wanting to make a difference in your life and others' lives. And truly, that's like the one thing, right, that you have to really want, is to help other people. And if you have that, burning desire in you, and how you choose to help people and so forth may be different, right, based on our different passions and skills and resources we've acquired in our lifetime. But I am so, as I was just sitting, we were driving back to Vermont, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wrote this stuff out that I wanted to have a city home and a country home, right? And it's happening. And it's just something that I've been thinking about writing out for a long time, right? And, but the thing I'm the most excited about that I've been writing out, and this is a script that I borrowed from Dave, was I'm so happy and grateful there are more and more exuberant leaders joining my team, right? And everyone on the call, right? Amazing, exuberant leaders just attracting right into my life. And I really wanted to connect with more like-minded moms who just had similar, passions and purpose when it came to, raising families and just needing that support, that girl gang. That was my other big intention of what I wanted to start creating. And, I feel like it's showing up, and really amazing people, like all of you, everyone on the call tonight, has come, into my life. So I just wanted to share that reminder of just writing stuff out, or even doing something simple like gratitude journals, or if you want to do Dave's 10 by 10 mindset stuff, or I wrote out 4-6 pages of my visualization stuff in detail. So anyways, I just wanted to share that. And Krystal, I don't know if you have anything specific that you want to elaborate on that, because I know we were talking about that this morning.
No, I just, what Jen's talking about is I kind of got up today and I was like, I don't want to be an OT today, and maybe not anymore. I don't even know. I just, I'm in this point, and as I kind of reflect back, I always kind of like pictured myself doing something. And then when I realized that maybe that's not exactly what I want anymore, like I always pictured myself, climbing the corporate ladder. And then I had my first daughter and I didn't want to go back to work. And I was like, what the hell? I've been working for like 60 to 80 hours a week because I've wanted to. And now I don't even want to return to work because I have this baby, and then I got a different job and I didn't want to work full time anymore. That was just odd for me because I was always an overachiever working weekends, and like always, that was just me. I had 3 jobs when I was like 16 years old. And then, I'm always talking about, I want to be an OT. Even when I'm a millionaire, I'm going to be an OT. And today I was like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to have to go out in the snow. I don't want to have to drive 45 minutes from patient to patient. I don't want to deal with my bosses telling me I should or shouldn't do something. I don't want the paperwork, like all of this stuff. And it's just kind of like hitting me that I'm in a phase of my life right now where I'm looking for a shift. And I'm just so overly excited about the impact that I can make on the world with Isagenix. And I think that that's filling, every like nook and cranny, that it's just kind of taking over, and I feel like as an OT, what I really love about being an OT is going into people's homes and impacting their lives, right? That's what I love about being an OT, not all the other stuff. And I'm getting that with Isagenix. So I just had this kind of like aha moment. And I called Dave and I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, tell me what to do when I have time, because this is, I just want to be as productive as I can and just totally rock this year. So that was kind of my aha moment this morning. And then I think all of you probably heard from me because Dave said to have presentations.
Yeah. So it's awesome. And so to piggyback on everything that Krystal's sharing, so like the big things that like I would love to focus on, because candidly, I have not always led with this, because for those of you who know me, know that I'm a science nerd, right? And I love the science. And I'm so grateful for the telomere research and all the great stuff that Dave puts together. But I know that something I've been missing of sharing with the same amount of passion is the opportunity of it, right? And really casting this vision. And I know this is something I was personally craving. And so I have to imagine there's a lot of other moms out there craving the same thing, of having this community, right? And this connection, and just this, this uplifting space where you can go for support, and people are going to love you, like no matter like what you're going through, and aren't going to judge you. And that's one of the things I truly love about the whole like Isagenix company and culture, like as a whole. Because I really believe Isagenix does attract really great people. And I know there's incredible people, here on our team, and you're going to attract and bring the right people too. So, I've been changing my verbiage, and I don't know if other people want to share or, anything that's been working for them, but I've really been focusing on more of this vision and this purpose that Isagenix has given me. So some of the things that I've shifted when I'm reaching out to people is I say, you know me, right? This is a friend or someone that I've built a relationship with for like, for a period of time. I'm like, you know me well enough to know that, I am so passionate about nutrition, food as medicine, and I am crazy when I, look over a new product to make sure that I trust the company before I give it to my family. But I have to tell you, one of the things that I'm the most excited about is this community and culture and this girl gang, like, fun moms group that we're building right now to just connect other like-minded moms so we can lock arms and like rock the world together. So I've been talking more that way because that is what I'm the most excited about. And again, people who know me know that I wouldn't be, feeding this to my son, right, if it didn't have very strict, standards. And so if someone has more of those questions, concerns, then I can elaborate on it, but I'm just not leading with that right now. And so the other thing that I want to do to help more with vision casting and Gabby really, I loved the call last week. If you missed that, I encourage you to go back and listen to it. I'm in the process of re-listening it to myself, but I really loved how she was doing more of that vision casting and the opportunity side, but just in such a fun, I don't know, just the way she was saying it was just like so fun and keeping it really light. So I would like to, and I'm open to suggestions and ideas, but I know Krystal is going to start doing in-homes for those of you local to her in Dover, New Hampshire on Wednesday nights. And I would love to choose another night of the week. And I'm refining a little bit some stuff, and I would like some suggestions too of things you'd like to see. But I was thinking it'd be fun to have like a 15-minute presentation where it's more of this opportunity, like girl gang balanced life vision casting that we can consistently have. So we always have something to invite someone to, so they can hear more of, some testimonies and stories, and, see some successes, whether they're financial, whether they're health wins. So if we're like consistently having stuff like that rolling, then we can also have more of that recognition piece that Gabby was talking about, and like highlighting people. And then we'll have some things as far as just, that overarching theme of, what would you be doing with your life, if, time and money like weren't an issue, or what direction would you love to see your life go in the next 90 days, and asking more of that question so people can start dreaming again. So that's something that I would love to hold myself accountable to support, so we can lead from that more frequently. And then obviously, like, or depending on people where are, we can start doing more in-home stuff too, and making the trips. I'm happy to do that as well. So Krystal, I don't know if you have anything that you'd like to add on that, or if anyone else hop in, any comments, suggestions.
Yeah, I would like to, I don't know if this is exactly what you're talking about, Jen, but for those of you that don't know, when I first started, I actually didn't even realize it was a network marketing company. I didn't really realize that I could get money back. I just knew that I felt amazing. And so I knew that there was this person named Dr. Dunsky. And so I reached out to him and I said, if I got some people on this thing called Zoom that I just found out about from Eliza yesterday, could you tell them why I feel so good? And that's how I started, is I just reached out to like 20 people that I loved, my friends and my family. And I was like, Jeremy and I are doing this nutrition, and you guys, I have so much flipping energy. I can't even tell you. Can I tell you about it? Would you want to learn about it? And I had like probably 9 or 10 people jump on that Zoom call with me. So
yeah, I remember that.
And it was very low key. It wasn't a PowerPoint. It wasn't, a super sciencey. It was just kind of a conversation. And it can be whatever it wants, but if that is something that you feel more comfortable with, rather than opening up your house, we can do that too, and it doesn't have to be a scheduled thing. It can be something just for you and your friends. And, I mean, that worked. I think 4 people signed up that night or within that week, and then more people later. So, I was just really passionate about sharing it with my friends. So that's an option too. You don't have to, come in and, clean your house and all that stuff.
Right. Well, I like what Gabby shared as far as like, she always has something to invite people to, but it's casual and it's low key. Like, she in her mind, right, will have a, series of things that she'll share, but she's still, one of the things that I love that she does before she starts sharing, she pulls the audience, right, to know a little bit more about them, why they're there today, and like what they're excited to learn more about. So I love doing that. And I think if this is something we do consistently, and you might have a week that you're sharing more, so you might naturally have more people on, right? The next week you might not have any people on, but at least it's just something consistent, that I can help support you with. And, you can participate and talk as much as you like, or I'm happy to run it too. And I know Krystal would be as well, while you're building your confidence, So I think, you know, doing it at least remotely, because we do have people that are like all over the country too, in just different states, you know, we can at least do the virtual thing. And, you know, I mean, I would love for these things to be huge, but I would imagine in general, like at least as we like getting started, they're going to be more, you know, small group things, and we can ask for like, you know, a little participation, you know, at least for those that want to, you know, chime in of what they'd like to learn more about.
And I know Emily Vavra's team does that too. I think like every Tuesday they do a timeout Tuesday or wellness Wednesday or something, but and then on Sundays they have an opportunity call. So I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And so Dave really, you know, I think Dave, you know, has been so consistent on Monday nights sharing, you know, telomeres, right? And sharing that presentation. So I think, you know, in the meantime, we should just leverage that for people who want to know more about, you know, the integrity of Isagenix and like the science and what really is in this product. And then we'll have this other thing that can keep it a little more light and fun and explaining that piece of it, because I think, yeah, I think, and we don't always share with that first, and it's one of like, to me, one of the greatest like gifts, you know. And again, like when I was just reflecting back on my life, I'm like, my goodness, like I've been doing Isagenix for 5.5 years now, and you know, maybe not always doing it as fast as I, you know, would have liked, but it's all on me, right, of what I'm putting out there based on like what's happening in my life. But I, you know, see my goals and my dreams trending in that direction, you know, and I am so grateful, and I really want to make sure that I'm sharing that gift and that piece of it with other people so they can, you know, do the same, right? Whatever your big goals and your dreams are, and things that you know, thought were never possible, because, you know, it's just fun when you can train your mind to stay in that, you know, that zone. So, does anyone else have any other comments or things that they would like to add? Suggestions? No. I have this really nasty cough. Sounds like a smoker's cough that is lingering, so I apologize. But yeah, so for those of you, we had an awesome retreat at Krystal's house. Thanks again, Krystal, for opening your home a couple weeks ago, and that was also so much fun. And I would love to do more of those types of things as well. So if you know, weren't able to make it or only there for part of it, I would love to get those types of things in the books too. So if that's something that you would like to do in your home and arrange, you know, in your neighborhood, will come to you. I know like Krystal will do them again, and I'm happy to open up my space. If we wanted to do more of like a retreat thing, because I have a place in Stowe, Vermont. I would love to do something like that as well. So just keep that, you know, in the back of your minds as far as ideas and just different things that we can do, or suggestions for maybe you know, specific months where, you know, time is more open, because I know it's crazy for all of us with family and kids. But I think, you know, the more we can just also, you know, occasionally get together and do those types of settings and so forth, I think that will also just, you know, be really powerful for, you know, creating the culture, community, and just really growing and getting to know each other's goals and dreams, so we can just, you know, be there for each other. And I think too, you know, again, as you're just starting this, you know, you're starting to learn and hear other people's stories and their journeys and so forth. So, you know, I forget who made this suggestion to me, but I remember them telling me to be a really good story collector when I first started Isagenix. And really, like, what that means is just when you know, you hear these stories, whether they're financial, whether they're physical, and you just borrow other people's stories, and you get really good at sharing other people's stories and journeys. So when you're talking to someone and you know, hear someone else's story, whether it's mine or Krystal or Pam's or Janae's or Ashley's, right? You can share that story, because likely there's someone on the team that someone else will resonate with, if it's not yourself. So, So that's really all that I wanted to just hop on and share tonight as far as my, my kind of vision and direction that I would love to see like us go in over the next, 30, 60, 90 days. Because I truly, with the new Krystal Executive Reset, for some, like it might seem a little scary, it might seem a little overwhelming, but, I, again, promise you, if you just have, the heart of service and really wanting to help people, then, I can help you do those things, right? And if we consistently have some of these like calls and, where you can invite people onto, I think that can be a really great tool to help people, start sharing with her too. And for those of you who don't know, Isagenix is very generous, and they just did a Krystal Reset. And really what that is it is giving you some extra bonus money when you help people on your team share Isagenix with 2 people. So the first bonus one is coming up. Is it, Krystal, do you know the date in front of you? It's March.
I want to say 22nd.
Yeah, I think you're right. 22nd, yeah. So March 22nd, I want to help everyone here on the call share Isagenix with 2 people, right? And then we're going to help those 2 people share with 2 people. And when you do that, you're going to earn an extra $450. Like that's the next milestone. And then the next is director, where you're going to do the same thing 4 more times. So you're going to have 6 people that you've shared Isagenix with 2, that we help share Isagenix with 2 people. And they give another bonus of $750. And then when you do for 10 total, it's $1,000. So again, I don't want to overwhelm like the milestones, but I've done this many times, and I have to say that it really has helped me like really rocket fuel my business. And the first time I did it, I really didn't know much at all. And I was able to achieve Krystal Executive in 60 days. And between my account and Andrew's account, I earned just over $14,000. And so, and I share that only because I want you to know that there's these incredible layers within this plan that I can help you do the same thing, because it really is as simple as just sharing with 2 people, and then we help those people share with 2 people. And I really believe from the bottom of my heart with, Dave's great calls that he does on, telomeres and the science on Monday nights, we do this more vision casting stuff. And any other time you need my support, Krystal support, I really believe we can help you. And we're just going to break this down right into small pieces. And the first step is just, achieving Krystal manager, and earning that extra bonus. And then it's like, and then the residual stuff just, comes in the future. So again, that may or may not be for you, and it's okay if it's not too, right? I have to say that's also totally fine. Sometimes, just depending on where you are in your life right now, that may or may not excite you. But the beautiful thing is, being a loyal product user, you have a spot in your tree, and as the community grows, you're going to benefit from it. So, I just, I want you to feel empowered by it, not stressed by it. And, I think being surrounded by this culture and team, I have confidence that, we can help everyone feel empowered and not stressed and excited, because it was, again, one of my things that I'm so grateful for. And I just always wanted to stay home with my baby, and if I hadn't had Isagenix in my life, I wouldn't have been able to have done that, So that's one of my things, right, is helping new moms be able to stay home longer. So if you know a new mom, you can, share my story, right, and connect, and I'm happy to share and so forth. So we're at 9, and I'm going to start hacking in a second because my throat only lets me talk so much. So Krystal, is there anything else that you want to?
We can just end with what's happening this week. So just so you guys all know, this week, so there's no more membership fees, right? Everybody's on board with that. When somebody becomes an associate, that's when they pay that $29. So this week, up until tomorrow for everybody, all customers, it's free shipping. So if you've got anybody in your downline, I always just, send, when we have these wonderful things, I'll just blast a text to everybody that I've shared with, even if they're not using Isagenix right now, because there's been a lot of people that this has been like, you know what, I've been meaning to start up again. I'm going to do it this week. So if somebody's been using Isagenix and then stops, don't, never talk to them about it again. I just kind of send them blasts until they, tell me they don't want them. And of course I still say hi otherwise, but, so for regular customers or already customers, free shipping until tomorrow. And then until Sunday, free shipping for all new customers at $150 order, which is a Forever Pack order. So it's a really great opportunity if you've been talking to those people who are like, I'm going to do it later. I don't have the money right now. Or, I've been thinking about it, but I'm not quite ready. I'm all about saving money. So even if it's that $10 of shipping, that just may be exactly, what somebody needs. So definitely push that promotion and just reach out to those people that maybe you haven't talked to for a little bit or that have just been on the fence and, just encourage them. This is a great week to get started. You can get free shipping. Who doesn't want to save money? Let's do this.
If you're a customer and you have ISA delivery, then they're giving you a coupon, correct? Is it a $15 coupon or
what? I'm not sure. That's what they've done in the past.
I saw that.
I can. It's a credit, right?
Yeah, I did see that. JoJo's, I think.
I want to say it's a $15 credit if you have ISA delivery. So they still, give
That's
you.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's even potentially more than that. I mean, I can $10.95. So
I'll double check and post it in the group, but I know they are doing that till tomorrow if you have ISA delivery. So
yeah. So use, every promotion that they send us, we should use, but this one's always great because people just love saving money. So if they do it this week, they'll save money. If they do it next week, they won't. So do it this week.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Well, short and sweet. Krystal, who's on next week? Do you know off the top of your head?
Yeah, we have Erica Rothenberger.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so you guys, I did send her a message today and she hasn't responded yet. So hopefully she's still on. I'll bug her again. It was like 2:30 this afternoon and I just was like, just checking in to confirm you're still able to present on our team call next Tuesday. And I know she saw the message. She hasn't responded yet. So
okay. Well, we think it's Erica.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Erica. So yeah.
Awesome. She's cool. She's great. I'm sure she'll make it happen.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right.
Well, reach out. Yeah, if there's anything that you need, and just stay tuned in the Balanced Life page as we kind of figure out what night will be the best to start, doing more of that, vision casting, Zoom watch party. I don't know. We'll think about the logistics of what works best, but
it might be a great idea, Jen, to actually do one on our team call and get some feedback before we go live with it.
Yeah, we could do that too. Yeah.
That would be fun. All right.
We'll see. Yeah. Maybe we can squeeze it in next week or I could just stream it live into Balanced Life and people could watch it when they can watch it and then give feedback. We could do that.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
That's a great idea.
All right.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Good night,
Thanks, everyone.
Good night.
Thanks. Bye.
All right.
Bye.